sound is good, if people like it. I don't know. So we're gonna try. I always like 99% of the time I will do a live with no microphone. I just use my cell phone microphone, which is an iPhone 11. But this time I'm gonna try it with this microphone. I wonder if I should have it. Which way I should have it? I don't know. It's got all those weird lights on it, so it looks sort of weird. I do it with the lights, but I don't know. Now I look like an alien or something. Isn't that strange? Lights, like a Christmas tree. Mish, what's up, girl? How you doing? How you been? Awesome. Good to see you. How's life? How's your channel? How's everything going for you? I haven't been to your channel in a long time. You still cooking? Still making that awesome food? Good to see you. Namaste. Maybe we get Akash in here. He's also from India. He comes in here quite a bit. He got monetized. When did you get monetized? That's good. Keep at it. Keep going. And it's a lot of little pieces that you got to put together, and just keeps building. I don't know if you've had any. Can I speak loudly? Yeah, I'm trying this microphone out today. So I normally don't do a microphone on my vlog, on my live streams. But is this any better? I figured I'd try to drown out any noise around me. How's this sound? Sound any good? Anyway, let me turn all chats on the filter so everything will show up. Can people hear me or not? Maybe I need to take the microphone off that I'm using. Just got this microphone yesterday, so seeing how it works, seeing if it's any good. Can you hear me? Anybody? Is it very loud or is it horrible? Maybe it's horrible. I guess I'm going to take it out then. Everybody can hear? Okay, I'll take it out. Does this sound better? How about now? Does it sound better now? I took the microphone off. Sound better? That's without using the microphone. No? Yes? Yes, no? Anybody? Sound any better without the microphone? I'm not getting any feedback, man. Should I use the microphone or not use the microphone? I don't know. Anyway, it came in a handy dandy little box. Can you hear me? Anybody? Oh my gosh. This isn't good. Nobody can hear me? Okay. It's funny. There's like people in here. Nobody can hear me. Guess they're just watching my mouth. Trying to, what do you call it? Or you try to figure out what people are saying? Why is this thing still on? I don't know. Anyway, I'll just put it back in the box. Can anybody hear me now? I feel like a Verizon commercial back in the USA The guy's bringing his cell phone all over the freaking place and he's saying, "Can anybody hear me now?" No, nobody can hear me. Yes, yes, you can hear, or no, you can't hear. Which one is it? I. These adapters are a pain in the butt. Hey, can anybody hear me? Very good. Do I need to be louder? Oh, yes, I hear, sir. Okay, so I guess without the microphone is better then. Finally showed up that or a response. All right, so congratulations on getting monetized, Mish. And like I was saying, just keep doing it every week. Keep putting your, whatever you got to do. I recommend doing it all. Doing a little bit of your community post, doing some live, doing some long video, doing some short, just doing it all a little bit of each thing every week. Um, I don't know. You might be doing better than me now. I don't know. I mean, I'm close to about 3,500 subscribers now, but um, yeah, I don't know. Hey, I want to put this thing back in the freaking microphone case, but I guess I have to use my mouth. All right. I don't advise to do that with your mouth, by the way. Anybody? Um, everybody. not, not just anybody, everybody. Anyway, yeah, congratulations. Anybody that's listening, Mish Karumi, I'm sorry, Mish Karumi, she's from India. She has a channel. She makes Indian food. So if you want to learn making Indian dishes, is that what you're still doing? You're still making Indian dishes, Mish? Or you're doing something else now with your channel? I don't know. What's up, AGAO Gaming? How you doing? Are you from India as well? AGAO Gaming. I know now's a good time to catch up with the people from India. I'm usually on like daytime Philippines. So no. Oh, where you at? Nice to meet you. How you doing? And where you at? And I'm guessing you have a channel. I'll help you promote it. Let's see. Oh, British Asian. British Asian. That sounds like Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Did I get it right? Sri Lanka. Yes. I haven't seen Ritzy in a while. Ritzy is from Sri Lanka. Would you happen to be Ritzy? Or do you know Ritzy? Man, yeah, I haven't seen Ritzy in a long time. Of course, I guess I need to do more of this nighttime lives so I can catch people over there in that area. So my plan is to do 2 a week over at this time. Have I been to prison? It's funny you say that because I've got an interview with a guy that was in prison for 31 years. I was just working on the video. And he's going to talk about his time in the Philippines prison. Me, I haven't been to prison. And have I been into some trouble? Yeah, but never been in prison. Oh man, I should get my Philippines cap on. What about you, Kutso Te? Have you been to prison? Why do you ask? All right, there. Now I look like I was in prison. All right. When do I plan to go to prison? You know what? I lied. I have been to prison. I went to prison back in, let me see, what year was it? It's been about 2000, about almost 25, about 25 years ago. I was in prison. And I was there because I was taking a sociology class. And our class went to, it was like a field trip. Let's see. So that's the reason I went. When do you, let's see, no, I haven't. I wish. I just want to, okay, well, I mean, we all have um, our dreams in life, you know. Um, I hope all your dreams come true. Yeah. But if I did that, I don't think I'd want to go to prison. I think I would want to enjoy the money over the prison. Anybody want to talk about their time in prison? When I went, there was this guy named Ray Caruth. He was a famous football player. He was there. I saw him at the prison on the other side of the bars. He was writing a letter. And I'm thinking he must be writing that letter to his lawyers trying to get out of there. Oh, man. How was the experience there? It was rough. I mean, I went to two prisons. I went to the women's prison. I went to the men's prison. When I went to the women's prison for our sociology class, basically they had it easy. You went in there and they're walking around in like a garden and chilling and, doing their thing. And what's up, Akash? Hey, Akash is from India. Where are you from, Kutso? And anybody need a channel promoting? Let me know. I'll talk about your channel. You should say what it's about so we can talk about it. But that prison, they did have people in there working. The ladies were happily working. It looks like everybody was happy. It was a nice, clean place. It was lovely. It was beautiful. I felt like I was sort of at a college. Good evening from Virginia. What's up, Michael? They want me to talk about prison. I got a foreigner that was over here in, in prison and homeless, and I'm gonna be putting out some videos about him eventually. I just got through working on him. Let's see, Kutso's from South Africa. Welcome, Kutso. Okay, so over there at the men's prison, yeah, that was tough, bro. I saw people chained and had to stand up in chains. I saw um, overcrowded bunch of people behind bars. Um, these guys look pretty rough. Let's see. Michael said, never been to prison. I haven't gotten many positive reviews. Well, somebody here wants to go check it out. They said to go to a bank and try to get some money first so they can go. What? Where was it? It was in North Carolina. It was in Raleigh. Both of those prisons, the women's prison was in North Carolina, Raleigh. Venezuela is horrible. This Philippines prison, they tough too. But anyway, oh yeah, that should be interesting. And I got some more videos with Randy. I know you know Randy Michael. So I was working on those videos with Randy. I was working on the videos with the guy that was homeless. He's still homeless and went to prison for 31 years here in the Philippines. He's his origin, his parents are part Italian and Chinese. Kutso says South African prisons are the worst. There's a prison called Sin City. I thought you were going. I thought it was Sim City. I was thinking about the video game. It is heck on earth. Hell on earth. Let's see. Sin City, really. What part of South Africa are you talking about? In South Africa, the country, or are you talking about part of the continent of South Africa? I guess you're talking about the country, probably. I saw a pretty cool video over there in South Africa where the school, the man, they were getting down in the school. They were jumping around and singing, and they were just having a good time. And and they were all in uniforms at school. And it was pretty cool because it wasn't like all one race. It was both. You saw these white kids jumping around, saw the black kids jumping around. They were all having a great time. Yeah, the country, South Africa. How's about Korean jails, Mike? Bro, I don't know, man. I was in the military over there in Korea, and I didn't get out, bro. I was only 18, except for the bars. I went to the bars, I went to the clubs, to the girls, but I didn't explore the Korea. Yeah, I went to Osan, which was Air Force Base, and and that's a nice area. They always put the Air Force from the military in these nicer places. They have more pie, what they call pie job and pie workout and pie places and all that kind of stuff. What about what department was I in? I was in. What do you think, Kakash? What department do you think I was in? It might surprise you, bro. I was in military intelligence. Kutso says yes. It's usually like that in South Africa. Even today morning, we just won a soccer match, and that's a big thing right now, right? So y'all won the freaking World Cup. I haven't really kept um, I haven't been watching it, but it's a big thing. So South Africa beat South Korea in the World Cup. Congratulations, Kutsa. I know you had a big part of that. Nah. Anyway, Korea is soft. Their prisons look like student apartments. I believe it, man. I can tell you, the guys there were pretty soft. They used to like have their arms around each other walking like together. Some countries would think that might be a little bit rainbowish, which I thought was okay. I mean they were always drinking beer, always drinking beer. You was in what? Military intelligence, Akash. Let's see. Akash says, Kutso, Mike knows more about Koreans. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to Africa. But I do know a South African guy here in the Philippines. And I interviewed an African. I did an interview, it's on my channel, of this guy. He's been here, I want to say it was 9 years, if I remember correctly, in the Philippines. And he is from, where was it from? I think Kenya, I believe it was. Is he white or black? The one from South Africa is white. Kutso. um, and the other one from Kenya is black. Are you white or black? If you tell me you're purple, I bet you're a dinosaur. But Arcast says, Mike, no way. They put you in intelligence. That was a joke, right? I know, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm a little surprised too. They even gave me the highest security clearance you can get in the military, bro. They had me in charge of helping people getting security clearances and a bunch of um, documents, security documents, top secret, confidential, regular secret. Be serious. I am being serious, bro. Let's see. Kutso says you should visit South Africa, depending on what you want to explore. There was a guy that went out to all the countries in Africa. And actually, he's been everywhere, every country in the world except for North Korea. I don't think they would let him in North Korea, I think was the problem. So he had somebody else go there. And anyway, his favorite place to live is the Philippines. And he married a Filipina. But he liked a lot of the countries in Africa. And then there was some he didn't like. And I'm talking about the continent. I can't remember what he said about South Africa. I think he pretty much liked it, though. What was your exact work? Well, that's what I was just saying. Um, I would transport the documents over to the Pentagon. I was working in D.C., and I was working in an office outside of D.C. in Virginia, Northern Virginia. And I had to travel to the Pentagon to bring those documents there to what's called a skiff. That's one thing I did. But I was also in charge of the whole freaking security department in that building. Access cards where people could get indoors. I controlled all their access cards on what door they can go through. Um, just I went on the computer and I was able to adjust it to what would be appropriate for um, each each of the people, military personnel and civilian personnel. We had civilians and military working together. So you are a driver. Were a driver. I was no, I wasn't a driver there, but I was a driver over in Korea. No, I never was driving. I wasn't driving. I was actually, how did I get back and forth? A shuttle. We had a shuttle bus that would go from our office building over to the Pentagon. And so I would get on that shuttle bus with a suitcase that had the documents in it and take them over there to the Pentagon. That was pretty easy, you know. Also changed a lot of safe combinations. I think the hardest job I had was having to, you know, keep track of all the combinations that had to be changed and going in and changing those, and also looking over people's paperwork for them to get their security clearances to make sure everything was um, up to par. You know, everything was accurate, that they didn't miss anything, and everything looked good. So the administrative side to the security and also the physical side of changing combinations and the door locks, the different, well, those were combinations too, but those were electronic. So some safes were electronic, you know, where you punch in the numbers, and some of them you turn the dial. So I was able to change the combinations or repair or whatever to the different safes and doors. Um, And like I said, control the cards. We had cards that you would just, put up to the door, and it would let you in or not. Actually, there wasn't much of the doors that had the numbers that you punched in. Matter of fact, yeah, there was very few. Yeah, it was I think it was a pretty easy job. I also had to spend a little time at the reception desk, you know, making. I did that a little bit too because maybe the person was out for the day, so I'd go over there and take their place for the day, or if they went to lunch or went on break. And when you're at the reception desk, you're also checking to make sure they have security clearance that's appropriate and make sure they sign into the book, take phone calls, little stuff. That was very simple. That was a very simple job I had as far as the reception part. But this is the stuff I did in DC. Now, before DC, I was over in Korea, and I made travel arrangements for people. I would make sure that they were able to get to their hotels and their rental cars and airplane tickets and everything. I was, travel like a travel agent basically over there. And so I never really had to worry much about hua hua, real tough stuff. Except whenever we went out in the field, we did have to go out to the field and, you know, play army soldier out there every now and then. Or if I had to go on a what they call TDY, which is a temporary duty assignment, where I remember I went out to the deserts of California. But yeah, I had a pretty chill job, and I really should have stayed in. Why did I leave? Actually, I left home at 15 years old, and I had a pretty a life that was pretty had a lot of adversity to it. I don't want to talk about the details of all the stuff that happened, but I left home at 15, and I wanted to give back. I wanted to help people, and I was thinking, how could I do it? I could be a doctor. Man, is the signal gone? I could be a doctor. I could be a lawyer or a business person. I don't know if the signal's still going or not. Figured business person would make money and use that money to help others. So I decided to get out of the military and pursue business. And can anybody hear me? Because it says there's 0 people in here right now. I'm thinking I lost signal maybe. But anyway, um, so that's what I was doing. I was trying to leave the military, do business, help others. But I'm gonna give you a big piece of advice is to make sure you build a strong foundation with yourself before trying to help other people out. Because yeah, you gotta take care of yourself first, plain and simple. Now, if you're a privileged brown person from India, then you're already taken care of, and you can go ahead and use your privilege to help other people out. Hey, yeah, now it says 3 people. It went from 0 people to 3 people. Is the signal going bad or something? How's the signal, guys? Anybody can tell me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? They must given you benefits in America. Talking about the military? Well, when you're in the military, you automatically can get some benefits. You can get the benefit of going to college, and that was another big reason I went in the military because I wanted to go to college, and they would pay for the college. So that's one big reason I went in the military. I needed a job too, and I needed a place to stay, needed some food, all that kind of stuff. So for all those reasons, I went in the military. Thank you for the hearts. Callista, what's up? What is PAAN? Do you know? Pan? That word PAAN? Is that Tagalog? Hello. What's up, Callista? How you doing? I know I've seen Callista before, but can you tell me where you're located? Are you Indonesia, maybe? Let's see. Akash says no. I meant after leaving. After leaving, well, once you go in, yeah. I mean, I was still using the college after I left. You get a GI Bill, and you can still use it during college and after. But also, no, I never had like money given to me by the month. A lot of people do that. They are able to get disability or whatever. But no, not me. No, never had that. I probably should have been wise to it and go that direction and try to figure it out and all that kind of stuff early in my life, but it didn't happen. Anyway, I was going to also say that housing. They also you can use what's called a VA loan, and I did use that. The first house I bought, basically, it's easy to get a home because the military will put money out there to guarantee that the bank gets paid. The only problem with it is there's also a VA funding fee. So you're going to pay an extra money to use that. And Big Al, what's up? How you doing? Nice hat. Thank you, Big Al. Appreciate it. Yeah, me and Big Al were thinking about going to Cambodia. He's been doing the research. Man, I've been working so hard on my videos today. I just downloaded. I haven't posted them. I got them unlisted right now. But one, two, three, four, five videos I got ready to post eventually when it's the right time. Yeah, this hat's nice and comfortable. I like that. And you know the biggest reason I wear it is because whenever I go out here, I don't want people thinking I'm an American. Because then they'll come over and they'll be asking for money, and I ain't got no friggin' money. But a lot of them know I'm American anyway because I'm a little bit taller and I'm a little bit whiter. But I try to go incognito. And whenever I'm doing the videos, it like all of a sudden people think, well, that's weird. This white guy with this crazy hat on, he might be in another country or something. So that's the reason I actually wear it. Really, I normally don't even like to wear a hat, but I'm doing it for this video. We'll be looking forward to future videos. I appreciate it, Al. And let me give a shout out to Big Al showing up for my live here. He's got a great channel. You got a lot of videos, man. Big Al's got a lot of videos. Do you know how many you got, man? I'm not sure, but I know you got a lot. As a matter of fact, I watched two of them. I watched one today. I left a comment on that one, and I did a like. And the other one I'm going to go back to. I was going to comment and like it when I go back to it. But yeah, he's got a lot of videos. You deserve a lot more credit because you put in a lot of work. I've noticed. A little over 100. Yeah, and looks like some good stuff on there. I'm going to be watching more of your videos, by the way. Shout out to Big Al in the Philippines. We might not have many people in here right now, but if people watch the recording, they'll hear me talking about you, Big Al. Yep, Big Al in the Philippines. He's up in Kalinga. And I guess it's quite a few mountains close to you around that area. How's your internet, man? I've been wondering that because I know you invite us to go up there. I'm thinking, well, if we go up there, we're going to have decent internet. I mean, I don't have decent internet here. I need some decent internet though, wherever I go to. Anyway, oh Mook, okay Mook. Shout out to Akash from India. Yeah, shout out to Akash in India. How you been doing, Akash? You know, how you doing, Big Al? I should ask everybody that comes into my live, how are you doing? That's the right, appropriate thing to do. Let's see. Akash says, did you see the news about Venezuela? No, I didn't. What happened? I, I don't watch news, man. I jump on YouTube. I watch some videos every now and then, but I've been working a lot today on getting videos ready to put out. So what happened? Oh, Samos, man, he was trying to hook up with your lady, bro. The thing is, Leo don't want no man. I think she wants to stay a kid forever. Let's see, a lot of damage. And really, was it an earthquake? Oh, there it is. There was a huge earthquake. Two earthquakes back to back. Must have been in the last few hours because that's when I've been really, really busy. Big Al for phone. I use Dito, very good, and home Wi-Fi, PLDT, both excellent and fast. Well, that's don't we have PLDT here? I think that's what it is. That's what it is, right? But just this house is horrible. I don't know what's going on because the neighbor has it, and it's wonderful. But this house is bad. So if I lose signal, hey, I'm doing the best I can. Let's see. Is it making that weird noise? I'm gonna let them hear the weird noise it makes over here. Yeah, I did. Somebody said they couldn't hear me. Look at this. Anybody know what this is? The place might blow up or something. I don't know. We got we got a red light going on up there. We got some weird noise. What is that thing? I don't even know what the thing is. You know, but it's been like that for a week. I mean, probably longer, but I've been back a week, and it's been like that. I don't know what that box is up there. Circuit breaker box? I don't know. Is Eve making a weird noise? She's always making weird noise. Her and her sister with her singing. Look, she's up over here working. I'm not going to show you. I'll just show the mopping she's doing, keeping the place clean, man. Did you hear about the American getting arrested for Medicare fraud over $1 billion? I think not really. I think I saw a thumbnail about an American. No, no. I'll tell you what I did hear. I saw a thumbnail about two Filipinos over in Canada that got arrested for fraud. Yeah, for fraud. And this one here, an American Medicare. Yeah, yeah. I think I did see. I think it was a black guy. A black guy. I think I saw the thumbnail on that. Here in the Philippines. Black dude or white dude? Let's see. Good job, Eve. Continue. Akash said, "Good job. Continue." She said, "Shut up." Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah. I saw the thumbnail. I didn't watch the video. But yeah, that dude Alex. I like Alex. I started watching his videos like over a year ago. Sometimes I've commented on some of them. I heard a chipmunk. That's funny, bro. I said heard a chipmunk. She's not amused. Oh man. So, well, that's bad about Venezuela. Two big earthquakes. But I'm gonna say it right now. I've been thinking about going to Baguio. I mean, whenever I get old and crippled, to retire one day, I like to be in Baguio. And Big Al has a video on Baguio, as a matter of fact. I don't know. I haven't watched that one yet, so I don't know much about it. If you want to talk about it, Big Al, go ahead. I got a video on Baguio too, but I'm just out at the beach talking about Baguio. I'm not there in Baguio because I haven't been there since I started my channel, but I was there 5 times before I started my channel. Um, but I love Baguio. I love how the temperature. I love the temperature. I love the nature of the area. I love the people. It's an awesome place. But it's a little bit pricey, and Eve, she's worried about going there because she's like, they're going to have an earthquake, it's going to collapse, and all this kind of stuff. Is what she's telling me. So I said, no, I don't know about that. So she sends me something on my messenger. It's a little um, AI thing talking about an earthquake back in 1990. It was up in North Luzon, which actually Big Al, you're in North Luzon, and but Baguio was hit pretty hard, and hundreds of people were unalived by this natural disaster, this earthquake. Yeah, you don't need aircon there. You save money. You don't need aircon. Clean air, but hills everywhere to walk. But hills everywhere to walk. Well, that's something I enjoy. I love walking the hills. That's part of the pluses for me. But as we get to 70, 80 years old, you might not want to walk the hills. I understand. But hopefully, I know this guy. He lived till about 93 years old. I was hanging out with him quite a bit before I came over here to the Philippines. And then all of a sudden, his health declined rapidly. But he was 93 years old. And this guy, he was walking like crazy. He was like a young man. Yeah, he was like a young man. He had to have a hearing aid so he could hear you though. But he was walking all over the place at 93 years old. So hopefully I can be like that guy. Baguio is where exactly? It's in so you got Philippines, right? The top island, Luzon, is where Baguio's at. And then you have all these other islands below Luzon. Well, also Luzon has Manila, and then above Manila is the party place that you probably want to go. A lot of foreigners like to go to Angeles City, where all the wild stuff happens. And then above that is Baguio, and then above that goes to the tip of Luzon. And then there is a small island outside of Luzon, north, called, I don't know if I'm going to say it right, Batan, Bataan or Baton, something like that. Anyway, it's a pretty place. Bataan is. I'm gonna say Bataan. It's a pretty place. Eve wants to go there. That's her destination in the Philippines that she would love to go to. It is between Bataan is between what's the name of that country? Taiwan and the Philippines. There's that little island out there in the middle of nowhere. I might, take her there and leave. Leave Eve. That could begin a rap song, right? Leave Eve. Leave Eve. Leave Eve. Trying to be quiet so she don't hear me. Anyway, I'm such a bad boy. But anyway, yeah, I love Baguio. And going back to the earthquake that was in Baguio, this was back in 1990. Hundreds of people. Okay. Let's see here. Leave her in the house. Earthquakes everywhere here nowadays. Yeah, and the thing about the earthquakes is, and I know nobody's in here now because my battery died. Everybody left. But, well, they might not. They might not be able to find me. And, but what I want to say about earthquakes is, I mean, I just want to say the amount that don't make it is not it's not a huge number in my opinion. So what if you're one of them? I believe if we really look at it, I think the worst natural disaster is not earthquake. I'm sorry? Tsunami. Well, tsunamis are really bad, right? Tsunamis aren't bad. Flooding. And actually, what's up, Bam? What's up, brother? So did you get married today or what? If you're married, bro, I'm gonna be mad. You didn't invite me to the wedding. I got this thing hooked up. Yeah, my battery died, and I came back. Had a few people in here, but then the battery died. But what's up, man? Yeah, I said, are you married now or what, brother? How's what's going on? How's that life going for you, bro? You know, your new woman. How's the new woman going? 9.5 after tonight. Whoa! Are you saying already? Hold on. Are you saying will be? It's going to be a 9.5 will be tomorrow. Oh, we're talking about earthquakes. Bama's going to be shaking the house. Bama's going to be earthquaking the house. No, now. Oh, bro. Wow. Congratulations, man. Everything work out with the family. What's the word? I expect. I guess everything worked out with the family. No, now. Yep.
Excuse me, sir.
Yay.
Excuse me. That's a lot.
Akash is back in town. Yeah, congratulations, man. 9.5, bro. No. Uh, I want to say something, but I don't know if I can or should, you know, because she might be there. She's probably beside you. And so maybe it's not, maybe I shouldn't say it. Anyway, I thought Eve left. No, we haven't gotten to the mountains yet, Akash. She is, yeah. Well, we can talk about it later. Bro, I was thinking today, doing great. Yep, y'all talking to each other. I was thinking today, this is your new one, bro. I want to get a video of you two on my channel. Yeah, we can rub it in, bro. We can rub it in. We can say, hey, things got better for Bama. You know, something like that. One day. All right. All right. Hey, are you guys coming to Manila? Because if y'all come down to Manila, let me know. I will go to Manila. Um, because that's like halfway from Mindoro to where you live. Manila is halfway. And there's something else I'm planning on doing up there too, in Manila, that I want to go. And if you guys are in Manila, then that will be the tipping point of making me go back to Manila. So let me know if y'all do decide to go there. Well, that was if this didn't work out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured that would happen. So if I'm gonna see you, I gotta go all the way to Bunga 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 Bung Bung Bunga. How do you say it? Bunga Boom Bunga Boom Bunga Boom Bunga Bon. You know they have a city here in Mindoro that is the same. It's like Bunga Bung, but it has a G on the end. I think yours don't have the G. Yeah, yours is without the G. Here in Mindoro, close to here, there's another one with the G at the end of the town's name. Bungabon, and this is Bungabong. Maybe it was meant for you to live in Bungabong, right here, in Mindoro. He's like, no, man, the family's here. I'm with her. And you love that house too, man. I think you love that house. How much were you paying on that, man? Was it seven? Was it $700 a month? Maybe. You ought to, man. I mean, you would be close to Baraka. You would be close to Porto Galera, and it's a nice area here. But how much? I was trying to remember. But were you paying like 700 USD where you're at? It's a big house, and you got the store there, and you got the land. It's a nice place. It is. 28,000, so that comes out to about, actually that's cheaper, yeah. That's only about man, that's cheap. That's like 450 or five. Yeah, about $450. Let's see, Akash says two lovers pushed a guy from a mountain because the girl's parent arranged a marriage with the guy. I would have guessed this would be you, Akash, but you're still here talking to us. Here in India. That's pretty messed up, bro. Yeah, that's American stuff right there. Oh, you know, Akash, I don't know if you know this, but you know they have those in the schools. You know what I'm talking about? The bing bing bang bangs in the schools over in the U.S. like crazy. They just had the first one over here in the Philippines now. You know, countries don't need to replicate America. I can tell you that. Someone else wanted to. That's funny. No, not in schools. Yeah, I know, but over here they had a boom ba ding ding ding. Yeah, I figured Bama. You probably heard about it. It was down in Leyte, Taclobaran, or whatever it is. Yeah, man. Congratulations, man. Oh man, you always come out on top, Bama. Always, no matter what happens, you stay on top. Let's see. Akash says, I never heard of someone. Yeah, well, here in the Philippines, it just recently happened a few days ago. Yeah, it was Monday. I think it was Monday. So my best. Wow, man. Anyway, there's not much blank culture here. Oh yeah, y'all can't have them there, right? In India, I think it's out. Um, it's against the law. Do my best. Do your best. Okay, got you. I'm so envious, bro. Bama is the man, Akash. There are licensed ones, but very rare. Yeah, sort of like the Philippines. Then, yeah, they're very rare, very rare here, but they have the ability here to get the boom booms. Anyway, I'm gonna be taking a taba bath. My Eve's got my hot water ready that I require because I hate doing a cold bath. What's happening in Bama's life? Oh, that's up for him to talk about. I'm not gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. And if he can talk about it if he wants. He might want to wait, you know, until things get super hot and heavy. Eve is going to bathe me. Um, no, and I'm trying to remember if that's ever happened. I know it's happened with a couple of girls, but yeah, she has. I remember. Yeah, so make it three. Yeah, let it develop. Yeah, that's what I figured. You probably want to make sure because you know you never know anymore. Let's see. Bama in the Philippines says I've gotten used to cooler showers here. I haven't yet, but maybe one day. I love hot showers, man. I love it. I love it to death. It's like there's three things I like the most in life. It is hot shower, coffee, hot coffee, and I bet y'all can guess what the third thing is. Third is Korean. Akash trying to be funny. Korean guys. Well, I mean, if the operation takes place, nah, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just joking. Nah, think about the Korean people. They ain't got much of a bote. We got some bote over here because they got some Spanish blood over here, bro. Jennifer Lopez, she's Spanish, right? let what develop Mook. Let let Bama. He's the relationship is just getting started. It's just starting to bloom, and when it develops into a beautiful flower, then he can share more if he wants to share it. Let's see. Let my situation develop. Yeah, situation, and I'll share. Yep, same thing. Situation, relationship. Yep. Anyway, um, yeah, I got enough battery to walk around. I gotta stretch my legs, bro. He already has a girlfriend. No, I don't know what he has, bro. I haven't heard him say he has. He found a second one. Second. Oh man. Anyway, Arcast trying to get people in trouble, bro. So I am going to close this off so I can go take my shower and get some sleep tonight. And I appreciate y'all showing up and everything. Thanks a lot. Stay awesome. Stay cool. We're going to do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Peace out. Yeah, good night, guys. You too, bro. Talk to you later. Talk to y'all later.